Hello everyone, good morning India. Today I am here with the Independence Day speech 2026 from Swaraj to Viksit Bharat. Let me start. Today is not merely a date on the calendar, it is a symbol of our soul, our identity, and our national consciousness. Today, the entire country is decorated in the three colors of the tricolor. Everywhere we hear the national anthem, slogans of Bharat Mata Ki Jai echo through the air. Children hold the tricolor in their hands, and our soldiers stand firmly at the borders, protecting our nation with complete dedication. On 15th August 1947, India achieved independence from nearly 2 centuries of colonial rule. But independence is not merely freedom from foreign rule. True independence exists when every citizen receives dignity, every child gets education, every young person gets opportunities, every woman is safe and empowered, every farmer prospers, and every citizen is free to build their future. Today in 2026, as we celebrate the 80th anniversary of India's independence, we must take pride in our past while also understanding our responsibility towards the future. This year's Independence Day celebrations place special emphasis on 150 years of Vande Mataram and Yuva Shakti for Viksit Bharat at 2047. This message is extremely important because India's future will not be created only by governments and policies. It will be shaped by the talent, hard work, innovation, and responsibility of millions of young Indians. The struggle for independence. When we breathe freely in independent India today, we must remember the countless heroes who sacrificed their lives for our freedom. Mahatma Gandhi made truth and non-violence his weapons. Subhash Chandra Bose inspired the nation with his call, "Give me blood and I will give you freedom." Bhagat Singh, Rajguru and Sukhdev accepted the gallows with a smile. Rani Lakshmibai demonstrated extraordinary courage against the British. Bal Gangadhar Tilak declared, "Swaraj is my birthright." Bhagat Singh, Chandrasekhar Azad, Asfaqullah Khan, Ram Prasad Bismil, Sardar Patel, Jawaharlal Nehru, Sarojini Naidu, Aruna Asaf Ali, and countless known and unknown freedom fighters sacrificed everything for India's independence. We must never forget that our freedom did not come for free. Behind it were the struggles of millions of people. Behind it were the sufferings in prisons. Behind it were the sacrifices of families. Behind it was the blood of martyrs. Therefore, when we look at the tricolor, we should not see only three colors. We should see in it the dreams of India's freedom fighters. The message of the tricolor, our national flag, gives us three great messages. Saffron represents courage, sacrifice, and selflessness. White represents peace, truth, and harmony. Green represents prosperity, growth, and our responsibility towards nature. And the Ashok Chakra at the center teaches us the importance of continuous movement and progress. 24 spokes of the Ashoka Chakra seem to tell us, do not sleep, keep moving forward. India too must continue moving forward, but the question in which direction? Not merely towards economic growth. We must build an India that is economically strong, scientifically advanced, socially just, environmentally responsible, and rich in human values. The new India. Today's India is not the India of 1947. Today, India is going through a period of rapid digital transformation. There was a time when access to banking services was limited. Today, money can be transferred within seconds through a mobile phone. UPI has made digital payments a normal part of everyday life for millions of Indians. This is not merely a technological achievement, it is a story of digital inclusion. A small shopkeeper, student, farmer, homemaker, or street vendor can now become part of the digital economy. This is the strength of New India. Artificial intelligence in India. Today we have entered an era in which artificial intelligence or AI is transforming education, healthcare, agriculture, business, governance, and employment. AI is no longer merely a subject for large technology companies. It is being used to provide better information to farmers, improve access to healthcare, support language translation, provide personalized learning to students, and make public services more efficient. For India, AI represents a huge opportunity. But we must remember technology can be powerful, but it is human beings who give technology its direction. Therefore, India's AI vision should not be limited to artificial intelligence alone. We need responsible, inclusive, and human centric AI. Along with AI, we must also address challenges such as data privacy, cybersecurity, misinformation, and changes in employment. Our goal should be AI for development, AI for inclusion, and AI for humanity. India's innovation journey. India is also moving rapidly forward in the fields of innovation and entrepreneurship. Startup India has given young people the opportunity not only to look for jobs but also to become job creators. India's position in global innovation has also improved significantly. This transformation tells us that Indian talent is not limited to India. Indian young professionals are leading global technology companies. Indian entrepreneurs are taking Indian innovation to global markets. However, we must also ensure that innovation does not remain limited to metropolitan cities. Young people in Tier 2 and Tier 3 cities, villages, and small towns must receive equal opportunities. India's real innovation will emerge when the benefits of innovation reach the last person. Space technology beyond the sky. India's space journey is also a matter of great pride. There was a time when India had limited resources. Yet our scientists, through their hard work and talent, helped India become one of the world's important space powers. Today, satellites play an important role in communication, weather forecasting, disaster management, navigation, agriculture, and national security. India's space missions have inspired a new generation of young people to take an interest in science and innovation. Today's India's ambition is not merely to reach space, our goal is also to play a stronger role in the global space economy. With increasing opportunities for private space startups and innovators, India's scientific ecosystem is undergoing a major transformation. We should learn one important lesson from our scientists. Our achievements begin with great dreams. Semiconductor and technological self-reliance. In today's world, a semiconductor is much more than just an electronic component. It is just the backbone of the modern economy. From mobile phones to electric vehicles, from satellite to artificial intelligence, semiconductors are essential everywhere. Therefore, strengthening India's semiconductor ecosystem is a strategic necessity. Our goal should be for India not merely to remain a consumer of technology but to become a creator, designer, and manufacturer of technology. Atmanirbhar Bharat does not mean isolating ourselves from the world. Self-reliant India means that India should become capable enough to work with the world as an equal partner. Manufacturing, defense equipment, pharmaceuticals, medical devices, and several other sectors are receiving greater attention towards domestic production. Youth power. India's greatest strength. India has one of the world's largest young population. Therefore, India's demographic dividend can become a real strength only when young people receive quality education, skills, employment, and opportunities for entrepreneurship. Today's youth are not merely job seekers, they are innovators, they are creators, they are entrepreneurs, they are researchers, they are athletes, they are artists, they are soldiers, and they are policymakers and leaders of tomorrow. That is why Yuva Shakti for Viksit Bharat at 2047 has been given a special importance this year. We must tell our youth, build your character along with your career. Knowledge can make us successful, but character makes us great. The power of women. The true progress of any country can be judged by the status of its women. Today, Indian women are moving forward in every field, whether it is science, medicine, aviation, and armed forces, sports, policies, entrepreneurship, or space research. Indian women have proved their capabilities everywhere, but will still have a long way to go. We must ensure that every girl receives education, every woman receives a safe environment, every woman gets economic opportunities, and every daughter gets the freedom to fulfill her dream. When women are empowered, families become stronger. When families become stronger, society becomes stronger. And when society becomes stronger, India becomes stronger. Therefore, our message should be empowered women, empowered India, farmers and rural India. The soul of India still lives in its villages. Our farmers feed the nation, but agriculture can no longer remain limited to traditional farming methods. We must promote smart agriculture, precision farming, drones, satellite technology, artificial intelligence, irrigation technology, and food processing. Farmers should not be seen only as producers, they should also be empowered to become entrepreneurs. Innovation in agriculture and allied sectors can provide new momentum to the rural economy. And when our villages become strong, India will truly become strong. Education, the foundation of Viksit Bharat. If we dream of a developed India by 2047, education must be one of our highest priorities. The purpose of education is not merely to pass examinations. The purpose of education is to develop the ability to think, to develop the ability to ask questions, to learn how to solve problems, to develop scientific temper, and most importantly, to become responsible citizens. Today's students will become tomorrow's doctors, engineers, scientists, teachers, civil servants, entrepreneurs, and leaders. Therefore, we need an education system that combines knowledge plus skills plus values plus innovation. Environment and climate change. Climate change is one of the greatest challenges facing humanity today. India is developing rapidly, but maintaining a balance between development and environment is equally important. We must promote renewable energy, electric mobility, clean technology, water conservation, waste management, and sustainable lifestyles. Development should not mean only bigger buildings and wider highways. Development should also mean clean rivers, clean air, protected forests, and preserved natural resources for future generations. We must remember, we do not inherit the earth from our ancestors. We borrow it from future generations. National security. Our soldiers protect our freedom. While we sleep safely in our homes, our brave soldiers stand at the borders in difficult conditions to defend our nation. We salute their courage, discipline, and sacrifice. National security is not limited to the security of our borders. Today, security also includes cyber security, data security, economic security, energy security, and technological security. Therefore, modern India needs modern security capabilities. Along with strengthening our armed forces, we must also promote indigenous defense manufacturing and advanced technologies. National security is not only the responsibility of soldiers, it is the responsibility of every citizen. Constitution and fundamental duties. The India that our freedom fighters dreamed of was not merely a powerful India. It was a just India. It was an India based on equality. It was a democratic India. Our constitution gives us rights, but along with rights, it also gives us duties. We must respect the constitution. We must follow the law, we must protect public property, we must respect women, we must not spread hatred in the name of caste, religion, language, or region. We must protect the environment, and most importantly, we must strengthen the unity and integrity of our nation. India's greatest strength is its diversity. We speak different languages, we follow different traditions, we have different cuisines, we celebrate different festivals, but our tricolor is one, our constitution is one, the motherland is one. This is unity in diversity, patriotism in the age of social media. Today, the meaning of patriotism is also changing. Earlier, patriotism was often associated with participating in the freedom movement or fighting for the country at the borders. Today, patriotism has many new forms. When we do not spread fake news on social media, that is patriotism. When we protect others from cyber fraud, that is patriotism. When we follow traffic rules, that is patriotism. When we honestly pay our taxes, that is patriotism. When we help someone in need, that is patriotism. When we protect public property, that is patriotism. When we keep our surroundings clean, that is patriotism. And when we perform our work honestly and responsibility, that is also patriotism. Patriotism is not merely a slogan, patriotism is a daily responsibility. Viksit Bharat at the 2047, we now have a great national goal before us. Viksit Bharat at 2047. In 2047, India will celebrate 100 years of independence. Today's children and young people will witness that India. The question is, what kind of India do we want to give to them? Do we want an India with only a large GDP? No, we want an India where every citizen has opportunities, every child has received education, every young person is skilled, every woman is safe and economically empowered, every farmer is prosperous, every village is digitally connected, every city is sustainable, every technology is world class, our technology is world class, our economy is strong, our democracy is vibrant, our culture is protected, and our society is compassionate. This should be our Viksit Bharat, India's global role. Today, the world does not see India merely as a large market. India is emerging as an important global partner, whether it is climate change, digital public infrastructure, global health, technology, or international cooperation. The role of India is continuously growing. For centuries, Indian civilization has given the world a powerful message: Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. The world is one family. Therefore, the purpose of India's strength should not only our own prosperity. Should not only be our own prosperity. India should become a global power that works for peace, cooperation, innovation, and humanity. What should be resolved today? On this sacred occasion, we should not simply listen to speech and return home. We should take some resolutions. Let us resolve that we will respect our country, we will respect the constitution, we will respect our parents and teachers, we will respect women, we will protect nature, we will not spread fake news, we will practice cyber safety, we will develop our skills, we will use technology responsibility, we will help our society, we will not spread hatred based on caste, religion, or language, we will perform our duties honestly, and most importantly, we will contribute towards making India better, because the responsibility of transforming India does not belong to one person. India belongs to all of us. The true meaning of freedom, my dear friends, we often say we got freedom, but perhaps we should say we received the responsibility of freedom, because freedom is not merely a right, freedom is also a responsibility. If a child is hungry, our freedom is incomplete. If a girl is deprived of education, our freedom is incomplete. If a farmer is struggling in poverty, our freedom is incomplete. If hatred is increasing in society, our freedom is incomplete. If we consider corruption normal, our freedom is incomplete. And if we remain indifferent to the problems of our country, our freedom is incomplete. Therefore, we need a freedom in which there is development as well as dignity, technology as well as humanity, prosperity as well as equality. Final message, my dear friends, as the tricolor flies proudly before us today, let us close our eyes for a moment and remember the martyrs who sacrificed their today for our tomorrow. Building the India of their dreams is the greatest tribute we can offer them. Today, India has both opportunities and challenges. Artificial intelligence is creating new opportunities. Digital India is creating new responsibilities. Space technology is taking us to new heights. Semiconductors and advanced manufacturing are taking us towards technological self-reliance. Startups are giving power to the creativity of our youth. But we must also address challenges such as poverty, inequality, unemployment, climate change, misinformation, and social divisions. We must remember India's future will not be built by one leader, one institution, or one government alone. India's future will be built by us, by our youth, by our farmers, by our scientists, by our soldiers, by our women, by our teachers, by our entrepreneurs, and by every Indian citizen who performs their duties honestly. Let us build an India where there is innovation but also humanity, there is technology but also ethics, there is development but also environmental protection, there is diversity but also stronger unity. There are big dreams and also the courage to fulfill them. Let us work together to build such an India that when the country celebrates its 100th Independence Day in 2047, future generation look back and say, our ancestors gave us not only an independent India, they gave us the responsibility to build a developed, self-reliant, inclusive and glorious India, and we fulfilled that responsibility. Let us build an India where innovation exists but humanity exists too, where technology exists but ethics exists too, where development takes place but the environment is protected too, where diversity exists but unity remains strong, where dreams are big and the courage to fulfill them is even bigger. Let us say together, one India, best India, self-reliant India, empowered India, digital India, innovative India, young India, developed India. And finally, while saluting our brave martyrs, let us proudly say Vande Mataram, Bharat Mata ki Jai, Jai Hind, Jai Hind, Jai Hind. Thank you.